Sometimes I just sit back and I'm wondering, am I okay at all? That day, my sister and I were having a conversation about how much businesses I opened for no reason at all and closed for very silly reasons. And I'm like, am I okay? And this time frame we are talking is 2016 till now. And I have them written down just in case I'm trying to forget anyone. So business number one was beaded jewelry. So for some reason, my mom took me somewhere to learn how to make beaded jewelry. You know those bridal jewelries and all that. That was my first business. I think I sold one and I gave up because I just did not want to continue. My mom picked it up later. She started selling, but I think she got bored and let it go too. So beaded jewelry is not in our cards in my family. The next one, I actually started making sales. I made cakes for my friends and they bought cakes for me. I made some people's birthday cakes. I made tiny big cakes. And this one, the reason I stopped doing this one was so silly. I named it Helma Cakes or something like that. I don't think it was Helma Cakes. I think it was Helma something. But one day I was going out on a drive with my dad around Ogba. I saw a shop and the name was Helma something. I think Helma Foods. And immediately I saw it, I was like, no, this business is not for me because why does someone else have my brand name? I'm not doing. And that is why I stopped making cakes. Next one was clay jewelry. This one I actually, it looked like I was taking it seriously. I bought clay, I bought jewelry stuff. I still have them in my room as I speak. Like they are on my wardrobe as I speak. I bought almost everything I needed for this one. But for some reason, oh no, it's not for some reason. The first sample I made failed woefully because my oven was bad. Was not those total regulating oven. So one part is always hotter than the other part. It's never completely regulated. So it just did not work. The clay did not cure properly and I just gave up. I was like, this is not my calling. And if I wanted to do it, I would have had to buy an oven. And I could have continued because I did have the funds to buy an oven, but just did not work. Next thing I did was sell leather bags. So I started making leather bags also. I wish I could pop all these things up. I wish I was taking pictures, I was taking film, I was filming these things as I was making them because they were good at that time. I was making leather bags and these bags were cute of sorts. I started learning to sew during that time and my first projects were clothes and these bags and I was selling them at some point. I was supposed to even work with somebody as a freelancer to just be supplying her bags, but my dad said no. He said I'm not looking for money, I should not be working and all that. And this was when I was 18. I was so pained. And I'm not the kind of child that at that time I was not the kind of child that will tell my dad no, there's nothing you can do about it. I was the I'll not go and cry. But yeah, that's the story of how I did not continue selling leather products. I also did not find the leather products I wanted because they were not quality. They were not giving what they were supposed to give. The next one I started was a rug Tufts brand. I wanted that one. I don't think I actually got into it. I don't think I got to the stage of opening an Instagram account for that brand. But I really wanted to do this. This was during the time I started crocheting. I started making money off crochet. But I saw that there was something else that I could do. I really loved how it looked. I saw it first on TikTok by, I can't remember. This thing I saw it in 2023 and it was so pretty. I really liked how it looked. Was it 2023 or 2022? So I was like, I can get into it. I can start with, oh, up Nepa. I said I can get into it. I can start with little coasters. Then I can go to rugs when I get the gun. I was ready to get the tufting gun. This, I'm not even joking. I got a tufting set. So I would start with punch needle, and then when I've now made some money, I was going to get a tuft gun, or I was going to rent if it was available in Nigeria. Well, I just bought the tools and I did not use them. They are still in my house. I set them up and realized I bought the wrong tools and stopped that one. The next one was my crochet business. The next one is my crochet business because I have not closed that one down. This one has been the one that has been with me the longest. I've had my crochet business with Modastic for, let's say, 4 years now. Yeah, 4 years now. This year is going to be the fifth year, and it has been closed for the majority of the time. I liked crocheting when I started, but then when I started making sales, I realized that that was not the part of crochet I wanted to do. And as a creative mind, because of how creative I wanted my pieces to look, they were time consuming. I almost got carpal's tunnel. I almost got carpal's tunnel. I almost got carpal's tunnel, and if I had that, I would not be able to use my hands at all. In fact, at some point, I could not use my hands to work at all. That was the first time I took a break from working, and the next time I just could not get myself to consistently do the regular crochet pieces because I did not like it. I never wore the crochet pieces I made. The only thing I have made and worn was just one skirt because it was somewhat my style, and crochet nakedness is not my style. I do not like to open any part of my body, as you can see, long sleeve. I'm not It's not like, I'm not saying it's bad, but I have a certain style in mind, and the crochet pieces were just not giving. What everybody wanted was not what I wanted to make. Then when I started making what I wanted to make, they were quite expensive. They took days. Like, the crochet business, if I'm going to price it fairly for myself, it will be going from $300 and up for the designs I want to make. The design that I'm even planning to make, that you have seen, that sketch that I made, is going to take me minimum of 2 weeks to make just the crochet parts. Just the crochet parts. Like, so now you can understand how long that is going to take. And if it takes me 2 weeks to make one piece, imagine how long it's going to, if I'm going to end up dropping that piece and let's say 10 people order, they would have to wait for months before they get their pieces. And that one was so draining. That drained me so much because I wanted to make money from crochet, but I didn't want to go mainstream. So even though I have not closed down my crochet business, it's on hold at the moment before I lose my mind until I get a proper strategy that I can actually work with. And when I hire people, I will not pay them meager salaries, because have you seen Nigeria, guys? One other business that didn't do well at all was my I won't call it a business. I made Canva, what's it called? I made Canva portfolios for social media managers and for product managers. I was training as a product manager in 2023 because I really liked the tech industry, but I didn't want to code. But then I realized that I have to know the bits and pieces of coding too to be an effective, hear me out, to be an effective product manager. So I was just like, let me focus on school. When I graduate from the university, then I can give this a go. But now I'm enjoying my course, and I don't think I'm going to go back to product management. We'll find out. Anyways, this is the summary of all the businesses I've started. And come 2026, guess what, guys? Just guess.